What's up guys and girls, Lazy Dragon here, and welcome back to the Creators Collection, episode 50. Yes, I'm as amazed as you are that the Creators Collection reached its 50th birthday. I thought by now that either it or myself would be 6 foot underground. But despite the collection's many faults, it has given us some very fun times, some enjoyable moments, and dare I say it, even a few good games. So what better way to celebrate the collection's 50th episode than by looking back at some of my favourite moments from the first 50 episodes. Thank you to everyone who's supported the series so far. Here's to the next 50 episodes. Keep on creating, you little independent maniacs, and I'll see you all next time. What's up guys and girls, Lazy Dragon here, and welcome to the Creators Collection, the newest thing that Microsoft is harping on about, because it promotes independent developers and their games. And as Microsoft proudly claims, this program will allow developers to directly publish their games onto Xbox One and Windows 10. As opposed to, what, directly publishing them onto a toaster? Now you too can enjoy Pac-Man the way it was always meant to be played, on the side of a goddamn kitchen appliance. Happiness, sadness. Do not adjust your set, this is just the frame rate. These two runes don't have any known effect when combined. Oh, you can't make a plasma vacuum. Is that Dyson's next big venture? Keeping it tightly under wraps? Not only can it clean your house, it can also melt your entire floor. The plasma vacuum from Dyson. Because fuck it, why not? 27 years. Solitaire's been on Windows for 27 years. And in all that time, we've moved from playing Solitaire to having the developers add an auto-move button. I thought we left bloody carpal tunnel syndrome behind when video games outgrew their arcade days. Well, our health bar is actually empty. Theoretically, we should already be dead. Hell, maybe we are. Maybe this is our punishment. To continually break our fingers pressing the A button over and over again in this level. Well, Does Molly Suva feel a bit underappreciated? Was she the only person in the group doing any work? Fine, I'll be the captain, and I'll be Morgan, and the Canyon Boss, and the Hydra. No, don't put yourself out, I'll do all the fucking work in this thing. Now gameplay-wise, I'd like to say it is like Galaga, but that would be a lie, because it is Galaga. Tunnel Flyer boasts that you can fly down tunnels, dodging obstacles and shooting enemies. Although you can't shoot until level 4. When 50% of your game is based on shooting, you might want to make that available a little bit earlier. It'd be like making a new Super Mario, except Mario's legs are broken until the halfway point. We know what we're doing, says Nintendo, now get in the wheelchair, Mario. We could pick an answer, but what I would really like to know some more about is those stairlift quotes that you can get for free from stairlift quotes. Glad to see that their website does what it says in the tin. We offer stairlift quotes and our name shall be Stairlift Quotes. I've never heard of Portishead, that sounds like a company that sells portable toilets. Star Sailor's probably a gay club somewhere. Radiohead or Coldplay, 50-50 it. Oh, thank you game, the two I'd already narrowed it down to. You're no bloody help, are you? What? It looks like the cat's halfway through melting. Did they blow all of their budget on the music? It sounds like they've got an entire orchestra working on this thing. And then the graphics come from a... I'm not even sure what console these things had come from. Maybe a Sega Saturn that's been run over a few times? You've only done half the job here, game developer. How am I supposed to know what noise the square is making when you haven't put sound effects in? You could have literally just recorded yourself saying square over and over again and I would have accepted it. This game does absolutely nothing what it says on the tin. Its title is Mad Ball Racer, but at no point so far have we been a crazed testicle running down a greyhound track. There's so much stuff going on! It's like Michael Bay got really into shapes. Now it's just explosions and spheres everywhere you look. Also, I just beat a computer at tic-tac-toe. That's going on the resume. Glad to see that immaturity has survived into the 21st century. Where did tic-tac-toe even come from? Was Hasbro, or whoever came up with the game originally, sitting around a development board, planning things out, thinking, this game is really great, but you know what we really need is a name that makes absolutely no bloody sense. A similar thought train occurred when they rebranded Snakes and Ladders, yet Snakes and Ladders just made too much sense. Now it's called Plinky Plonky Ploo, because we live in a world filled with madmen. Harmony Riff sounds cool, because it's a game about music and you take two musical words and smash them together. It's like making a game about potatoes and having your main character be called Chip Spud.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Dad. Come on, where is it? I know it's coming. Where's the avalanche of notes that are really difficult to dodge? Here they are. Middle, left, right, middle, down. Where are you meant to go? Apart from home. Right, see you later, everyone. I'll be back next video. Usurpers of the Primal Womb. I'm picking that one solely because it would give you an amazing score in Scrabble. Oh no, Death Cat! We didn't get nearly as many points as Overly Moist Fart. However, will I live with Overly Moist Fart? Are you kidding me? Shoot everything that moves, and if it doesn't move, shoot it just in case. You never know. We traded away our badass shotgun for what appears to be half a blowtorch. What are we meant to do with this? Ooh, stay back, or I'll weld you. I'll weld you to the wall. Come on. Tumble dryer motion, just keep spinning and shooting. Eventually we'll kill everything, or the laundry will be done. Either way, it's a win for us. Would you like to hear the audio of that moment where we finally beat her? Finally! Jesus goddamn Christ. Suck it, Space Queen. I've got your drum kit. That was really not worth it for a drum kit. Bloody hell, this better be the best damn drum kit I've ever seen. Oh, how am I out of breath? I was pressing buttons. I really need to work out more. Not sure if I'd describe this music as rock and roll. It sounds more like something KK Slider would play in Animal Crossing.
Oh man.
When you're sitting in the cafe, alone, on Saturday night. Because all of your friends have actually gone out and you're at home listening to a virtual dog play songs on a guitar. What's that? Speaking from experience? No, never.
Take this, airhead.
Yes! Yeah, that's it, right? That's it, and the recording's not screwed up again, is it?
Well done.
Well done indeed. Excuse me whilst I move away from the mic for a second. Woo! Perfect. And today we're starting off with Maze Hunter 3D. A game where you either hunt for things in a maze, or you hunt for mazes. Which I can't imagine would be that hard. Mazes aren't renowned for being able to hide from people for that long. Or maybe I'm mispronouncing it, and it's a game about finding maize, where you spend the entire time searching for a small piece of corn. Or maybe I'm mispronouncing it wrong again, and it's Maze Hunter, a game where you spend the entire time trying to find Maze Hughes. Spoiler alert, he doesn't move around very much. Or maybe I'm mispronouncing it again, and it's actually Maze Hunter, where you play as Tracer and spend the entire game running around killing May, cause seriously, how the fuck does an icicle do more damage than my twin laser pistol? Or maybe I'm mispronouncing it again. Here, Mecha Hitler. Here, Hitler. Alright, second up today is Hopping Box 123. I haven't played the previous 122 games in the storied Hopping Box series. Hopefully I'm not missing out on any important backstory. Also, at no point have I ever gone by the name Lazy D Ragan, which kinda sounds like I'm wearing a false moustache, and Lazy D Ragan is the fake name I've chosen for myself, in order to get into a club where I'm quite clearly not supposed to be. Oh yes, I'm on the guest list. Look at my incredible, quite clearly plastic moustache. Please let me in. Taha! Master Ninja! Thanks for playing! Oh! It's not stereotypical, because Hopping Box is in fact Japanese. push any button to restat. Maybe the broken English is a bit stereotypical, but apart from that, no stereotypes at all. Centurion F Porta Potty, Tom... So you've got two different versions of the TARDIS. Oh, I see, little indie game. Here I was rooting for you, I was supporting you, and here I find you've stuck microtransactions in your game so that I can buy a portable toilet. Fucking I thought Oblivion was taking the piss when they were charging for horse armour. Back then I thought we were scraping the bottom of the barrel, but no, apparently we've removed the bottom of the barrel and have now just started scraping down into the centre of the earth, where presumably we will find a second barrel, and at the bottom of that will be you trying to charge people for a fictional portable toilet. Hang on, wait a second. Really, game? Really? I'm gonna have to mute you. Microsoft's okay with this, apparently. Hooray for the indie game sector, where you can just borrow songs from Disney whenever you feel like it.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
The old woman! She spawns zombies! That's a plot twist I haven't seen since Resident Evil 7. The next reward is in 6 hours. Game, you think very highly of yourself if you think I'll remember you exist in 6 hours. Brilliant! Well done! Well done, rotating bridges. We died immediately. Watch ad. Really? You are a Creators Collection game, okay? Let me spell it out for you here. Creators Collection is supposed to be for games that promote the independent sector. They are games that showcase creativity and new, interesting ideas. They are not supposed to be an excuse for you to stick adverts everywhere. If I wanted to see an advert, I would go literally anywhere in the world. Let's start the game. Q. Bingo. I've only got one thing left. That is how you play bingo, right? Or is that Uno? M. What? Q, M, horse, pig. Bunny. That is a bunny that will haunt your nightmares for days to come. V. Monkey. Cat. Is this how you play bingo? I, snake, G, elephant, H... Is this what's going on in all of those bingo halls across the land? It's just old MacDonald on stage handing out animals to elderly people. W, turtle, that is a motherfucking tortoise. Turtles go in the water, that thing's got legs and not flippers, that is a tortoise. Get your facts straight, kids, bingo. U, D, fish, L, S, dog. P. Cow, we're still going. O, F, T, bird, Y, R, snail, tiger. And I'm just listing things that are on screen. Welcome to this week's episode of the Creators Collection, where I learn how to read. Hey kids, it's your grandma. Give me some muffins. Give me some... You better pull over. There's no children in that bus, I can see ya. Slow down, bus driver. Give me your muffins. This is what you get, fucker. Try to steal my muffins from me. Ooh, what was that? What did you just do? Granny jump. I think that's a skateboarding move. What you gonna do, eh, young stud? I bet you want some of this, don't ya? Can you deal with parkour granny? Didn't think so. Too much granny for you to handle. 160 kilometers an hour. Granny doesn't understand the metric system. This might be the most heroic I have ever looked in a video game. It's so beautiful and cinematic, and I've landed on the ground, in the water, groundwater. Ooh, hang on. Today we're kicking things off with Croc's World, which lets you play as a crocodile. An anthropomorphized crocodile who can jump. Okay, you're Mario wearing a crocodile onesie. It's close enough to playing as a crocodile, right? Right, guys? Oh, hang on, I must have missed this message the first time it came out. Because you played an ID Xbox title, we wanted to show you the new Creators Collection. where a wide range of developers bring exciting games that are fun to pick up and play. Really, Xbox, you wanted to show me the Creators Collection, did you? It's a good thing I've never heard of it before. No, this Creators Collection is an entirely new prospect to me. It's a good thing I don't have a long-running series where I play games exclusively from the Creators Collection. Do you just want to come around my house and take this message away, Microsoft? Because all I'm going to use it for is beating you over the head. Clash of the Monsters. A game which claims to make use of legally licensed characters. That is exactly what a game which does not make use of legally licensed characters would say. Back up, back up, back up, back up, and cheese move. Cheese move. Suck it, Nosferatu. Looks like I'm going to be flickering the lights from here on out. And finally, we have Tank World. Not to be confused with World of Tanks, two entirely separate games. Tank World is about a theme park that's based solely around tanks, whilst World of Tanks is an entire world populated exclusively by tanks. Tank babies, tank children, tank wives and husbands, probably tank grandparents. Just sort of a really old run-down Abrams tank, slowly falling sideways into a ditch. Accuracy, minus 2,147,483,648. I didn't realise it was possible for somebody to fuck up so badly. Could you stop humping the tree for 5 seconds, please? Oh no, I can't hit him from that side, because it'll take me too long to slowly rotate. New plan! Let's run around the entirety of the level to get one single shot off. Now we're talking. Bang! I missed! Well, that was worthwhile! I'm counting. That's all I'm doing. I'm bloody counting. I make Let's Plays for fun, and the Creators Collection is supposed to be about showing the best and the worst of indie games, and I'm here doing maths homework. What sort of an idiot am I? Look at me, overtaking on the inside like a right prick. Oh no, I've been knocked over and I wasn't wearing my protective leather. Better sue everyone. Where are my hands? I know it's first person, but normally in first person games you see your own arms. In Halo, when you shoot people, you see the chief holding the gun. Are we driving this bike with our mind? Or is it like a Flintstones bike? The game is called Biker Run. Are there no wheels on this thing, and in fact it's just us running really fast whilst dressed as a motorcycle? Curse you, Mittens, and your big stomping Wellingtons. How am I supposed to get past you? Are we certain this isn't a horror game? Is it like Outlast? He's just staring. He's going to try and take a nibble out of us. I don't know the name of this fish, but I suddenly feel very worried for him. Oh, it has credits. It has checkpoints. It has a lovely thank you note. That was a good game in the Creators Collection. Everything I know about the world is falling apart. The last 4 weeks or so have been nothing but crap, and one time where I had to find muffins as a grandma. Let's just take a moment to talk about this. This is a Tiny Wings clone, that's all it is. But I wonder why it was made. I'm genuinely curious why this game was made. Because they're not interested in an artistic vision, because it's a clone of Tiny Wings. And if they're looking to make money, why make a clone of Tiny Wings, a game that came out 7 years ago? That's the equivalent of making a clone of Ocarina of Time nowadays. You know, everybody that wanted to play Ocarina of Time has already played it. Why would they buy a new one? So, if this game isn't creator driven, if it's not financially driven, then why was it made? Was this just the developer testing their skills, seeing if they could develop a game? I mean, I've made a lot of videos where I'm just testing my commentary and trying out sort of the hardware and seeing what works and what doesn't, but I don't upload those videos online for people to mock. I upload every other crappy piece of content. And it makes me a bit sad, I have to say. We come from Immersed, which has got some heart in it. It might not be the most original game, I was making comparisons to Unravel and all of that, but you can tell the person making it had an idea. They had a fish, they wanted the fish to go home. Here are some basic puzzles, have some fun solving them. That was nice. But this one, I don't understand why it was made. You're an independent game developer. You can develop a game about anything. We literally just played a game about a fish going home by jumping into kettles. Bloody Lucas Pope made a paperwork simulator and people bloody loved Papers, Please. Undertale was, well, it was Undertale. It would take me for goddamn ever to summarise that. For now, let's just say you meet a cow lady and then shit gets weird. That's as close to a summary as we're going to get. But people loved it because it was bizarre and the developers expressed their creativity. They expressed their independent freedom at being able to make whatever they felt like. So why, when you've got the same freedom as those developers did you decide to make a clone of a game that came out 7 years ago? And I understand it may be a bit hypocritical of me to complain. Obviously, I'm a Let's Player and a content creator, and there have been thousands of Let's Players and content creators before me, there'll be millions to come after. But all of us, at least the ones worth their salt, try to differentiate themselves. They take that freedom they've got and they express it in various ways. It can be in the type of games they play, it can be in their appearance, it can be in their style of comedy, is usually the most profound difference. You know, some people use prop humour, some people use shouty humour, some use sweary, some use insult humour, some use improv humour, some use good jokes, some, pointing at myself here, use bad jokes. Some sing, some dance, some have crazy hair, some put their dog on camera and pretend that he's playing the game. But all of the Let's Players worth their salt try to differentiate themselves. But this game hasn't tried at all. And it's really confusing me why not. I mean, if you've got the skills to develop a game, why not develop something that people will associate with you and will remember you for? Nobody's going to remember Tiny Wings clone number 2742. And in that time, whilst I'm having my little rant, we've got the high score 4 times. The only button I pressed during the game was A at the very start, in much the same way that somebody presses the play button at the start of a film. We're kicking things off today with Squishy Wars, solely because of this tutorial. Each player gets a turn you can clone if you move to space next to you. If space is greater than 1 space, you can only move and want be able to copy your squishy. At the end of each turn, other squishies next to your squishy you moved you will claim for your own. I have no earthly idea what the fuck that is supposed to mean. Honestly, just look at this story. There was once, a long time ago, a cat in love with a princess. Catastick is looking for magic boots that will give him the title of Baronet of the Cats. The twists and turns already, they're too much for me. With this title he will be able to enter the upper middle class. Set those sights high, he's not even trying to get into nobility, he just wants to get into middle class. He doesn't want to be a king, no, he wants a pair of magic boots so that he can join the middle classes and go golfing at the weekend. Aim a bit higher, Catasticks. He will finally be able to ask the hand of Princess Penelope, the cat of which she is madly in love. Oh yeah, Catasticks seems to change his sex every other sentence. He starts off with a he, then he's a she, then the king of the felines and the father of Penelope has other plans for his daughter, and does not agree to give his hand to any cat, because for some reason we're now trying to seduce Princess Penelope's father. Catasticks discovers the boots are found in a world of fantasy. When the king is informed that Catasticks has started searching for the boots, he sends his henchmen to stop him. The game is very simple. You have to bring Catasticks to the end of the world of fantasy. But not only! Not only what? Oh, the cliffhangers, the suspense. The movements are few and simple. Left, right, jump and shoot. Some monsters kill them jumping over others, shooting, and others you won't be able to kill them during your adventure. You will only have to collect rings that you need for the bonus, and not only. Agatha Christie herself could not have written a better mystery novel. Mainly because at the end of an Agatha Christie novel, I know what happened. Here, I've got no fucking idea what's going on. What? Was this game developed in Microsoft Excel? Kicking us off this week is Booty Diver. Okay, that's enough of that. So let's dive to the bottom of the sea and get some of that sweet, sweet mermaid booty. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know what mermaid booty is supposed to look like either. They don't have any legs. It'd be like smashing a haddock. Nobody's getting turned on by that. You don't go on Pornhub and find haddock as a category, do you? Nice booty got. Which, yes, is a pickup line I have used in the past. There's a button in this game that's solely used for making a weird noise. I don't fully understand why that button's there, but I'm glad it is. Every game needs a weird noise button. Ooh, there's a clone of me. I better shoot him in the head. I killed Pablo Greco. Oh god, I've been reincarnated as a Mexican. You've heard of Sea of Thieves. Now, get ready for Thief of Seas. Can we use our guns? No, but we can shit at a moment's notice. Normally I do this off the side of the boat, but sometimes when I'm on dry land, that's the good stuff right there. Come on, Buttbeard, go and get that. Hang on, am I needed here? Because that skeleton seems to be dealing with himself perfectly fine. He's going to be dizzy as all hell by the time he's done. You spin me right round. The animations. The rolling around at the speed of sound. Look at that skeleton is going so fast and his legs are so janky. If there's any moment that sums up the Creator's Collection, it's this one. Just a broken enemy desperately trying to stop running in circles whilst the main character stutter steps his way around a broken town to find the princess. We're not even holding anything now. He's just spinning. The skeleton got to him. The skeleton got in his head. Look at him go. Now he's just a little marionette, whilst the band plays cheerfully on in the background. The greatest pirate conductor the world has ever seen. Long may he reign. Absolutely beautiful. Oh yes, the Taliban will never see me coming now. Oh yeah. Gonna sneak up on those terrorists real good. Well, now this just seems bizarre. US Coast Guard. I don't think the US Coast Guard uses a boat that can do this. Although I may have found a contestant for the next season of America's Got Talent. Imagine you had just told Super Duck some surprising news. What? I amuse myself. There, up you get. Okay, well 2 ducks can go up. And another 3, and the rest of you are now segregated. Enjoy your time in Duck Guantanamo. Super Duck! He's an agent of the US government, it's Super Duck! Kicking down your door, he's gonna steal your kids, it's Super Duck! Why does throwing my gun at an opponent do more damage than hitting them with bullets? Who programmed this? I mean, probably somebody who owns a gun-throwing emporium. Come on down to Johnson's gun-throwing emporiums. We got small guns, we got large guns, we got medium guns, we got guns that spin through the air, we got guns that go woo as they fly past your ear. That's Johnson's Gun Emporium. We got the guns, you got the throwing arms. If anybody can eat a sandwich faster than I can, then they're instantly better than I am. Like, that's the rule. The law of the jungle. Back before we formed societies, everything was decided based on who could eat a sandwich the quickest. Fights, sporting events, the original Olympics were just a bunch of Greeks eating sandwiches. And really, ever since then the world has been in decline. Yes, this maze was considerably longer than I thought it would be. Why do you ask? Am I playing as a blow-up doll? I think I'm playing as a blow-up doll. Up next in the Creators Collection is Rocket Girl Deluxe Edition. We're not going to play it, I just wanted to point out that somewhere out there is an entrepreneur who thinks they can get away with charging £41 for a Creators Collection game. There we go, I have made my ship. It is the Titanic as of 1913. Hang on, is that the same type of... This is the same type of cereal I already threw outside. You goddamn addicted you are. There it is. It is. What the hell happened there? If you aim the camera down, you end up running backwards very quickly. I don't know where I am, but at least I have cereal. No, this is bricks for kids. Remember, feed your kid a healthy diet of bricks. And if they start complaining a bit too much, feed them the bricks more forcefully. Throw them the bricks from a couple of meters away. And when they're on the ground screaming in pain, walk up to them and go, "Remember, bricks are for kids." This is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 of them. And wait, what do they want? 3 of them? They multiply every time I leave the room. It's like 101 Dalmatians, except with more child support. Oh no, crap, we need to pick our favourite one to keep alive. You. You're welcome. Naked Ghost Dad loves you the most. A lovely sentiment in this game, a horrifying thing to hear in the middle of the night. What do I even do? I just bounce balls. What does this have to do with clocks exactly? Oh, it's all clocks. So what's to stop me from doing this? Everything has gone horribly wrong immediately. I've already broken the game. Ta-da! We've hit every clock. What more do you want from me? Well, there you have it. If you're playing Turn Back the Clocks 4, just fall asleep on your controller, and you will end up with a perfect score. Is this what public transport is like in France? You don't get on the bus. The bus just gives you a bit of a shove until you get to where you need to be. Oh, we've arrived, have we? Thank you, Mr. Bus Driver. Oh, thank you, Monsieur Bus Driver. Up next this week we have Little Kingdom 2, which claims to be a slow-paced, real-time strategy game. And now it's time for Read, a game which is currently messing with my TV. I don't know if that's part of the game, or if it's just poorly optimised. Why does it keep flickering like that? Actually, can I land in the sea? That's one way to get rid of the zombies. They can't swim. Oh, neither can we, apparently. Dear God, she's having a stroke. I've never seen water do this to a person. Apparently we were playing as the Wicked Witch of the West. Hold still. I need to see if I can decapitate you with a cricket bat. It's the dream of every posh kid in England. I like to imagine he was listening to a lovely rendition of You Spin Me Right Round before I broke his kneecaps. This is freaking me out. I don't like the way the bears float up into space like Jesus is waiting for them. Come, my murderous stuffed children. You will always have a place here. This feels like a weird fever dream. The music, the bears, the strange brick wall layouts, the bazooka bubbles. It all combines together to some sort of just bizarre, nightmarish hellscape. All you have to do is change the colour palette a little bit and drop the tempo of the music. You could have something really freaky. Thank you for joining me. I'm disappointed by the Creators Collection once again. What the bloody hell is that? Bio-ant. That's just weird, that is.
Extra thick!
On one side of the battle we have a lawyer, on the other side we have the Battletoads, hopped up on so many steroids that they are now larger than the sun. No, don't be doing upskirt shots. Nope, you are way too young for that. Don't want to be put on the naughty people list.
I didn't mean to kill you.
How are you moving your body like that? It's freaking me the fuck out. Seriously, you're like 12 years old, you should not be able to contort yourself in that way. Do we have super moves? Anything? Anything to stop the small child from flashing us again? Why does the custom male look so depressed? Is it because his head is 3 sizes too small? I'd be depressed if my head was that tiny as well. It's even worse than we thought. The Sailor Moon cosplayer is actually 7.77 years old. We're all going to jail. How are you meant to do beach volleyball in Russia? Is it the most number of players left at the end that don't have hypothermia? I'm ready to play. I'm ready to... ready to play, guys. Put me in, coach, I'm ready. You know, I always wanted to do ice skating. I find it far more enjoyable than volleyball. Some poor child's gonna wake up on Christmas morning to find they're 2/3 of a dog, and they better be pleased about it. I think it's supposed to be Sibroids, like asteroids, but with extra Sib. Although from the font, it looks kind of like steroids. Or possibly demonic text. Not sure which. And now you see, as a British citizen, I don't know the difference between Republican, Democrats, or Independents. So I'm going to do what every sane person does when they don't know something. I'm going to ask the internet which party I should join. Ah, the internet's #1 source of knowledge, Yahoo Answers. I'm a Democrat, but you need to make your own opinion. Do you have to take a side? I mean, yes, that's kind of how the game is played. If you want to vote in a primary, yeah. Why are none of these answers just telling me which one to pick? Damn it, free will. Stop making me make my own choices. Just tell me which side I should be on. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's way too much text. Seriously, guys, yes or no answer. This is what I get for using Bing. I give Bing one chance to get out of the shed, and it refuses to give me a yes or no answer. Apparently, if you shut your eyes and randomly click buttons on the I side with quiz, you end up with Hillary Clinton. Is this sort of a Bloody Mary type thing? If you shut your eyes and don't know what you're doing 3 times in a row, Clinton just appears in your bathroom. Ooh, that was almost satire. Is this how it works? You give money to people, then they vote for you, and then you get to fuck around in the White House for 4 years? Well, I think I've just bought the entirety of Massachusetts. Not too sure what I'm going to do with it, apart from reenact Fallout 4, but hey, at least it's mine now. No more chucking tea in the harbour for you, lads. And, oh, wait, shit, was I investing in Missouri? When did I invest in Missouri? What's in Missouri? Anything interesting? Can I eat it? Ah, here we go. Bunker Hunter X. With... what? Is that German marching music in the background? Just gonna, start the game before any neo-Nazis show up at my door thinking I'm a new recruit. Oh, would you look at that, the sky's bleeding. Just going out on a limb here, I don't think this is 100% accurate to Stranger Things canon. Just a hunch I've got, me and my tinfoil hat. I've been remarkably good with my theories today, and of course the hurdle Illuminati have put me down. Okay, choreographed dance routine. I'll just watch from the sewers like the social rejects we are. Everybody else is having fun with the cheerleaders. Oh, now find my way out of the maze. Oh, that's okay, I'll just retrace my steps. Da 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 da. And there we go, now I have no idea what's going on, and the camera still being a bitch. That's exactly how we got into the maze, and that is how we will get out of the maze. And you thought that idea was stupid. Okay, we've got a rocket launcher that can fire shurikens. Now, I'm not saying that's not cool, but I have now pretty much trapped myself in a shuriken prison of my own making. And people wonder why I shouldn't be allowed outside without adult supervision. And we're off to get molested by a snake. Great start to the game. Now we're just falling through space. This is cool. Did the snake give us some sort of weird drug trip? Apparently I'm moonwalking through midair now. Michael Jackson ain't got shit on me. And people wonder why I declared open season on the Creators Collection. Okay, this is why. Stuff like this is why people hunt independent game developers. They're just such easy prey when this is what they make. Is he meant to be gender fluid? because this dragon has remarkably large breasts. That's a sentence I didn't want to have to say today. Why are the first enemies emojis of cops? Oh boy, those dastardly weed smokers. Everybody knows the worst thing that they could possibly imagine is the disembodied head of a police officer. Is this what a spiritual journey is actually like? You take some of the good stuff, and then you become a giraffe in a tie-dye shirt, dodging muggers, all of whom appear to be identical twins. Oh, okay, we make it to the top and then the game goes, well, oh, you're actually here? Oh, well done, now do the same level again. And the third game in this week's Creators Collection is Colonial Tycoon, a game which is like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but with more imperialism. Also, we're not stealing from Africa, we're stealing from Mars, which totally makes it okay, hooray for colonies. Ooh, let's buy some new technology! It'll be like Civilization, except we won't have Leonard Nimoy doing the voiceover. One of my favourite parts about Civilization 4 is he tells you when you've researched how to ride a fucking horse. It's great. This would be a great game to give to a really bored 6-year-old that just likes to tap things and hear fun noises. I'm fairly certain that is the target audience for this game. Look, those small brown rocks that kind of remind me of the giant mound of turd from Jurassic Park mean that you are totally mining on Mars. Ooh, use your imagination, small child, and keep tapping the A button over and over again. In fact, has anybody tried employing 6-year-olds to run sort of Bitcoin mining farms? All you have to do is give them a mouse and tell them to just click away, promise them an ice cream at the end, and ta-da, you're a millionaire. I mean, yeah, morally you're an evil bastard, but putting them to work like that, there's merit in that idea. I can see myself becoming the new owner of, let's not mince words here, it's a sweatshop for cryptocurrency employing 6-year-olds, but at the end of the day I would be rich. And really, that's all that matters. Different weapons have different attributes. I can't read and not fall off the edge to my death at the same time. One or the other, come on game. I'm not respawning, I'm just falling now. It's like I'm running on ice. He's sliding all over the place. Could we maybe get a player character next time around who has a bit of traction? Maybe one who's actually wearing shoes rather than coating their feet in soap so that they don't slide all over the bloody galaxy. Ow, why is this the arena? It's like I'm in a damn episode of Gladiators. Catch you. Do not hold explosive things in front of fireballs. That's a good lesson right there. I should have sought more opportunities in the bloody hell. Maybe if I'd sought more opportunities I wouldn't be here right now recording a video of my personality being dissected by a free app in the goddamn Creators Collection. People often make me mad. Replace people with Creators Collection and you would be correct. If I die, people would hardly notice. Ah, jeez, here we go with the heavy stuff again. I'm quite a big lad. I'm fairly certain people would notice if I just keeled over from a heart attack. If for no other reason than my corpse is now blocking the doorway. This game could have been developed by a guy, a girl, or a hyper-intelligent snake. Which would explain the fascination with running. Yeah, that makes sense now. Larry the snake was just in his little marshland one day watching all of the joggers go by, and he thought to himself, I want to do that, man. I want to get out there on an early, gloomy morning, put on a fluorescent jacket and run to my heart's content. Unfortunately, he couldn't do that because he doesn't have any legs. So instead, he's living his dreams vicariously through extreme jogging. Well done, Larry, you're an inspiration to us all. Lake Detonation. Oh, now we're not even jogging. It's a full triathlon. Complete with sea mines. It's a triathlon circa 1945. Well, now this is just silly. I imagine this is what keeps farmers awake at night. Just this exact image. Right, who are you? Strange woman standing by herself? Zombies love cottage cheese even more than brains. Is she a zombie spokeswoman, or a cottage cheese enthusiast? I'm not sure. And 2 palm trees, and a lamppost. Oh, it's Narnia. Okay, hello C.S. Lewis. Oh no, you're a zombie, sorry. I was fooled by the fact you appeared to be an emo teenage girl. You are actually part of the undead. Excuse my manners. Is this entire game just one fetch quest? Go and get the child's ball. Go and get cottage cheese to get the child's ball. Go and get granola to get the cottage cheese to get the child's ball. Go and over and over and over. By the end of it, I'll just have a shopping list of crap I need to buy. And at the end, we probably still won't get the child's ball. The zombie would have died a second time from waiting so long. You ate our cottage cheese! You swine! If you weren't dead, I'd kill you myself. Alright, can I match the numbers to the colours? 1. That's, perfect. Number 1 goes on the grass. Number 1... Excuse me, game, stop stifling my creativity. I want blue grass. Come on. Give me the blue grass, you son of a goddamn fascist game. Ah, those elder gods with their great big stretchy arms. They could reach things on high shelves that nobody else could ever dream of touching. Put your hands in the air like you just don't care. Wave them around and pound the ground. Go on, everybody. Do the Cthulhu. Yeah. Do the Cthulhu. Reach for the high shelves. Reach for the high shelves. Reach for the high shelves. Pound the ground. Reach for the high shelves. Reach for the high shelves. Pound, pound, pound the ground. This is good. I can make up my own little song and dance number. Cthulhu the musical. I mean, come on, if the Mormons get a musical, then Cthulhu should definitely get a musical. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself, Cthulhu. Why are you hitting yourself? Where's my sheep gone? What is my sheep doing up there? Get off the top of the screen. You're not a fucking pillar box. There we go. Where's the third sheep? You bastard. Let me put my sheep back in there. I'll fart in your general direction. See that I won't. Yeah, hear this? Hear this barking? This is going to be keeping you up all night, sunshine. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're scared now, aren't you? Oh, there's my final sheep. What's it doing in the top right corner? Booking a flight to fucking Norway? Get out of there. Get in the pen. There we go. That way, when the police come around looking for who's been cooking up all of that sweet, sweet meth, they won't bother to look at my farm, because this place is clearly not a drug farm. And the second game in this week's Creators Collection is Mongo Madness. A game which I initially downloaded because I misread it and thought it was about mangoes. And the third game this week is called Seek Love, which is the largest download I have ever had to make for the Creators Collection. 15 gig! 15 bloody gig! This had better be the most detailed, incredible Creators Collection game I have ever played. Otherwise I'm going to take those 15 gig, I'm going to forge it into a hammer, and then I'm going to go round to the developer's house and help them assemble furniture, because I'm not a maniac and the hammer should only be used for good purposes. And then I'm going to club him over the head with it. Oh no, this is worse. This is infinitely worse. There's not even a steering wheel. This is what in-car view is supposed to look like. There's no dashboard, there's no window. Am I just being pushed along by the bonnet? Am I on roller skates pulling the car behind me? Ooh dear, I don't even know what happened there. Ah wow, in-car view. Really helpful when the dust kicks up. How do I go? I can't make it go back. Go? No. What camera is that? No, I need to be positive. Always try to find something positive to say, you know, because people have spent time working on these games. Always try to be nice in some way. And, the text is legible. There you go. That's your compliment game. I can clearly read all of the words. Thank you. This isn't so much a steady downhill decline into a bad game. Rather, we've chucked ourselves headfirst off a waterfall, and this was waiting for us at the bottom. Level 3, we're doing it, everyone. Are you getting that rush of endorphins for completing a challenging game? And then it just crashes to the dashboard. It's almost as if the game looked at itself in a mirror. Like, it finally realised just what it was, just how painful its own existence was, and said, no more. We're ending it. The game pulled the plug on itself before I had to. Oh dear, Tip Top Tapper. Right. I'd say you can go in the landfill with some of the other terrible games from the Creators Collection, but the landfill's too good for you. We'd have to build a second, deeper landfill to throw you into. Just a submerged landfill beneath the original landfill. I mean, the sad thing is we're dying over and over again, but this is still the most fun I've had with the Creators Collection to date. Like, if I had to make a list of which games I've actually played today, Dorado would be the only one on that list. Sierra Nevada and Tip Tap Topper would not count as games. They would count as torture. Some sort of weird psychological torture routine, like a Clockwork Orange for the 21st century. It should be banned by the Geneva Convention, those two games. But Dorado's trying its best. Dorado seems like a game that was actually made by a person and not by a very, very confused goblin. So yeah, yes, I'll fail. I'll fail over and over again. And that's good. That's human. Being able to fail at moving a rocket ship shows that we as a people can still achieve greatness if we just work hard at it. And one day, years from now, people will look back at Dorado and go, in all honesty, the game was kind of shit. But at the time, it was incredible. Because it showed us that the Creators Collection still has some games that actually count as games and not as weird psychological torture weapons.
The only thing I can remember is reading Kalen's diary.
Who was hired for that voiceover? Some drunk guy coming back from a kebab shop. All I can remember is Kalen's diary. Now, are you ready for this picture to really come alive? Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? Look at that. You can't top a little bit of the crimson stuff. Like bathing in the blood of your enemies. Okay, you little twerp, I've about had it with you. As he pulls out his baseball bat. This is supposed to be a school, right? Not an amateur mugging. Grade A voice acting. I'm glad they hired Troy Baker to go like a very sad cat falling off a piano. You have found a fountain of life in an American high school. Explorers searched for thousands of years, but they never once thought to check out old Roy Munson High School's car park. The Fountain of Life was actually demolished so that they could make way for more parking spaces. Look at those thighs. My God, you want a girlfriend with thick thighs? Well, I've got the lass for you. Her name is Trooper. She's about 4 foot tall. She enjoys conquering humanity and long walks on the beach. Also, be careful not to turn off the life support system on her chest. That's a bit of a deal breaker for her. Tuesday. Want to play table football? No, it's called Tennis Story. Why the fuck would I play table football in a tennis game? You get 3 tries. What? Stop throwing these games at me. Actually, if you hit Emma, then I'll make your forehand better. What is it with this game and hating Emma? You may as well have just called this Emma Story. The entire thing is just 8 people curb stomping poor Emma. How am I even supposed to hit her? Your garish head is in the way. I want to see if I can knock his sunglasses off. Hole in one! Tennis is boring. Where is this game going? Tennis Story! Tennis is boring. Beat up a small girl instead. She's now crying alone in the corner. Look at what you made us do, game. We're supposed to be spreading positivity and joy, and look what you've done. Look, you're a bad influence on us, Creators Collection. Do 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 do. God. That's going to be the theme song for the channel. It's just those 4 notes played over and over again. I'm going to underlay some sort of subliminal message. Every now and then you'll just hear do 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 do, kill everyone. Do 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 do, do 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 do, kill everyone. Do 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 do. Look at those stereotypical Vietnamese farmers who have stepped up to play a rousing game of foosball. Here we go. Eventually, we're going to end up winning. Although I may have accidentally turned the players into a centrifuge. But until then, we're going to be winning. We've got to the point where I can officially open a museum, an archive, dedicated to hating games in the collection. To the games of days gone by. It'll be like the Louvre, except instead of the Mona Lisa on the wall, there's just a picture of me punching random game developers. And then it hugging a few as well, yeah, there were a few lovely developers out there. You know who you are. They get pictures in the Hall of Fame. Everybody else gets a picture that's hanging precariously above an open bin. I'm not saying you should knock those pictures into the bins, but I'm also not hiring security guards to stop you from doing it. What was that? I'm firing Nerf darts out of my underside. Is that supposed to be a bullet? They're bouncing off the zombies. What the shit? And the third game in this week's Creators Collection is Helicopter Master. Yes, look at him go, the big, strong, powerful white helicopter shooting all of these poor defenceless black helicopters. And the game's called Helicopter Master. Little known fact, the helicopter seen here originally auditioned for one of the roles in Django Unchained until they got Leonardo DiCaprio on board. Yeah, the helicopter was really upset about that. He felt that his own racial prejudices would have made him sort of a shoo-in for the role. Unfortunate, really. Now he just shoots helicopters all day. That's it, that's all he's good for. Man, after Leo stole his chance at the big time. That would make for a really weird film. I kind of want to see that now. Django Unchained, except Leonardo DiCaprio's character is just played by a helicopter. In every scene. He doesn't speak, he just spins the rotors slightly differently. That'd be great. It's just him hanging out with Samuel L. Jackson, and Samuel L. Jackson's doing the accent, and the helicopter's just there, slowly spinning its blades and being all racist. In fact, why stop there? Why not take away roles from other Leonardo DiCaprio films? Why not just give them all to the helicopter? He deserves them. You know, Leonardo bloody doesn't. How many films has he been in? And how many awards has he won for them? Yeah, he's clearly not pulling his weight, is he? Man, that'd be great. You could replace Leonardo in every film with this helicopter. Picture it. You're on the Titanic. You're having a wonderful time. Then you look up to the front of the ship, and there's a young woman there being held gently by a helicopter. And you can hear her say, "I'm flying, Jack." To which the helicopter replies, "No shit, bitch, I'm flying all the time." He's a very rude helicopter, this one. Very crass. You could do it to the Revenant as well. It's just helicopter versus a bear, because why not? Helicopter rules Wall Street. The chopper of Wall Street. You know, get those wolves out of here. Here comes Mr. Racist Chopper to save the day. That could make for some awkward scenes, though. Especially the relationship stuff in Wolf of Wall Street. You know, the helicopter's lying flat on a bed, and in comes Margot Robbie, and she's wearing the sexy lingerie, and the helicopter's rotors start spinning very slowly. And then she starts stripping, and the rotors start spinning faster and faster. And then eventually she comes over to the bed, and the helicopter just shoots engine fluid out of every orifice. And the rotors are going a mile a minute. And it's just... It's such a mess to clean up afterwards. Absolutely awful. There's brake fluid spilling everywhere, and that was a joke about a helicopter jizzing on a Hollywood celebrity, just in case you missed it. That would be weird as fuck, actually. It sounds like the plot of an anime. Like, help, I've been turned into a helicopter. Although then again, if somebody came up to me and said you could sleep with Margot Robbie, but you have to be a helicopter when you do it, I would have to think long and hard about my answer, because that is, you know, that's a pretty sweet opportunity, all things considered. You get to shoot missiles, and you get to have sex with one of the hottest Australians ever. You know, second to Hugh Jackman, of course. Nobody can top Wolverine. But still, that's a pretty solid deal, all things considered. Man, I can't wait to shoot my own engine fluid over her. Well, that's the most comprehensive review of Helicopter Master you're ever going to get. Turns out if you mess around in the character select menu, you can make Macho Bird sound like Navi. I beg you, help me. The first one to find her will enjoy my heavenly house all the summer at Crocopo Island. He looks like a mob boss. That frog is the size of Godzilla. I don't like him staring at me. Oh, invincibility! It's not a speed boost though, is it? Oh god, I'm a ping pong ball. Get it together, Poppy. Yes, I know that giant frog is very scary, but we can't spend all day just looking into his giant eyes. Well, we came in second, now we're never going to find Croco. Croco's daughter. Croquette. Croquette. No, that's already a thing. That's a sport you play with hammers, isn't it? Oh no, I'm thinking of whack-a-mole. Ah, a forest rat! Oh no, he's awkwardly dancing in front of us, whatever will I do? The hash fringing, the bash singing, the crash tinging, it's the hash slinging slasher. And here's SpongeBob with his custom pistol. Stay back, you devils! Stay back! I know karate, and I'm not afraid to use it. Stay away! Stay away! I just want to go back to my pineapple. You boys best get out of here before I call them Davy Jones. He'll set you right. Why do I have a pistol with only 5 bullets? Stay back! Stay back! Wow, I'm burning through ammo like there's no tomorrow. Burning at the speed of light, they're gonna make a supersonic sponge out of you. Oh, please go away, I'm not having a good time. You're very scary. Ah, there's too many of them. Jesus Christ, it's a wall of slashers. I feel like I'm at the worst mosh pit ever. Jump! Jump! I'm trapped on top of a table, I can't fucking move. Well, that worked. No, we're not going to make it out of this one. Oh, it's okay, SpongeBob. We'll remember you. They've got flares. Zombie hash-slinging flares. The Infinity Spatula. The Infinity Spatula. I can't grab it. I can't get to it. They're sitting on top of the thing. All of my guns are out of ammo. Come on, SpongeBob. You can do this. We need to lure them away from the spatula for just a moment so that we can go in and grab the thing. Spatula! We got it! Infinity Spatula. That means we can start the car now, right? Start the car. Did we do it? Maybe? The screen's gone black. We made it. We made it out. The escape ending. Oh, we did it. We escaped the Krusty Krab. Wow, I can't believe what just happened. Squidward is dead. Well, shit. He could sound a bit more emotional about it. Bikini Bottom is destroyed. I can't believe I found the key to the flying Atlantis bus. Oh, and it's playing Sweet Sweet Victory in the background. We are officially better than the Super Bowl. I'm not even going to talk, just enjoy the song. Oh, and get your lighters out. Wave them through the air. It's ours for the taking. It's ours for the fight. Do, 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 and it's sweet. Sweet. This may be the greatest thing the Creators Collection's ever done. Just rip off Nickelodeon. Ignore the advert in the bottom about Russian D Season 2. It sounds like a Pornhub original. Baby wants some Russian D? Da. What does this do? Gotta wear a dress over my dress to go with my shirt that I'm wearing over my shirt. In fact, no, it'd be low-hanging fruit to go for the Trump impression, wouldn't it? Instead, here's my impression of the president who is talking to you from the end of a very long, long room. How bad could it be, Stacy? Hello, Croco. This is Poppy calling. Your daughter Froggy is running away with a flying saucer, because that's a normal sentence that people say. You thought it was a racing game, but it was Prostate Exam for Frogs 2019 Simulator. why did they give us a car that looks like the inside of someone's mouth? Like, I'm not sure what colour this is supposed to be, because it's not quite pink. I would say it's salmon, but that would make me sound, ooh, posh and snooty. I know the name of a colour that isn't red. Game, come on, come back to me. Look, this isn't amnesia. You don't need to keep turning off the lights. Game, damn it, we're losing him. Bring him back. Epilepsy warning. Epilepsy warning. I'm going to bring this game back from the brink if it kills me. Somebody get me a defibrillator for an Xbox. Come on. Don't you die on me, bouncing boxes. Don't you die on me. Yeah, you are kind of crap, but I don't want you to die. Maybe if I tap A enough times, it's kind of like you're watching the entire thing in a really old style animation. Just imagine that it's stop motion. Yeah? That's good. Now everybody can enjoy the show. I'm going to end up killing someone with an epileptic fit. In which region did Esau settle? Oh, he of course settled in Edam. Or Medom, or Sedom, or Wedom. Who are these people? I was expecting, like, how do you spell Jesus? I don't know any of this. Oh shit, we got it right. Hooray for us. Who pegged Jacob for... Nobody pegged Jacob. No, do not Google that. Daniel, Job, Ahab... Oh yeah, sure, Captain Ahab. He was in the Bible, wasn't he? Why is Captain Ahab in the Bible? Moby Dick is not a Bible story. At no point did Jesus stop what he was doing to pick up a harpoon. What's up, guys and girls? Lazy Dragon here, and welcome back to the best argument in favour of euthanizing video game developers. This is as tall as we can get. Well, we have made a tower large enough to punch God in the face. I think that's all we can really do here. Anybody got any other ideas? Well, of course, there's always the obvious idea. Geronimo! There's no full damage. Let's try it again! Geronimo! I didn't even finish the word that time. Geronimo. Well, that was disappointing. Fucking Christ, why is the president always at the end of a long hallway? I don't know. It's his thing. Whenever the Creators Collection comes around, he runs to the end of a long hallway. That's right, you did a tremendous job, Private. Tremendous. The country owes you everything. Ooh, flying level. Why am I going down? Go up. Go. Well, no, that's just unfair. Are the rest of you going to do anything? You're idle. Come on. Idle hands are Lazy Dragon's playthings. If you sit there being idle, I will force you to plant trees. Now get your ass in gear. Come on, little croc. You can do it. You can be a real game if you just try hard enough. See? This was a good start. Not trying to suck all of the money out of my wallet. Gives me a much better feeling about you. Trial mode consists of 4 levels. Well, shit. There we go. Good feelings gone. Crocsworld screwed it up yet again. Free Willy! Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.